Here in this video, I have put together the 8 signs that it's time for you to stop drinking. Now, if you notice any of these signs, it's probably a good chance that you should probably either take a break from alcohol or stop completely. So, let's get into it. Number 1, you're going to really relate to this one. You keep saying to yourself, you're going to control your alcohol consumption, but the same story happens every single time. You say, this time it will be different. I will go out, I'll just have 2 drinks. I'll be home by 10 p.m. Before you know it, it's 12 at night. You're 6 drinks in. Maybe you started taking cocaine, maybe you haven't, but it always ends up the same. The problem with this is, if we keep telling ourselves that we're going to control our drinking, this time it will be different. Every time we break that promise to ourselves, we lose belief in ourselves. If you think that you need to control your drinking, then that's probably a strong indicator that you have problems with alcohol. Number 2, friends and family are concerned. Now, if your friends and family are saying to you, look, Ben, are you going out again drinking? Have you been taking something? That's probably a sign that maybe they're worried for you and you need to drink. You need to kick drinking to the curb. Now, when I was younger, I used to go out a lot drinking and started taking drugs when I was 18 years old. Used to go out and take pills. And I just remember one time my family just looking at me saying, have you been taking something? Probably a good indicator that I shouldn't have been doing that and maybe I should have kicked it to the curb then. But if you do have people who are worried about you and they're asking you to cut down on drinking, or they're looking at you and they're saying, you don't look too good these days, you've put a bit of weight on, I'm concerned about you, very strong indicator that you might have problems with drinking. Number 3, you use alcohol as a crutch. Now, this can come in many forms. It can come in, you've had a stressful week at work, so you're going to go out and drink and make things better, which doesn't actually happen because you have a bad week in work, you go out on a Friday to relieve that stress, but hangovers actually raise cortisol in your body, so you wake up Saturday morning, you've got brain fog, you've got a hangover, you've had bad sleep, your anxiety's higher, your cortisol levels are higher, and you actually feel worse than you did on the Friday. Had you just finished work, gone home, had some food, spent some time with your girlfriend, and gone to bed and woken up early and gone to the gym, your stress would have probably dissipated. Also, you can use alcohol for celebrating things that have happened in your life. Now, this just makes no sense because if something has gone well in your day and you think by going out and drinking alcohol is going to make that better, or that you're celebrating and it's a reward, the end outcome of drinking alcohol when something good has happened is a bad outcome because you're going to have a hangover, you're going to feel stressed, you're going to be underslept. So using alcohol as a crutch is never a good sign. You would be better off just facing the good, the bad, and the ugly with a sober frame of mind. Number 4, you slowly increase your alcohol consumption. Now let's just be honest. When we were drinking at 18 years of age, we could have like 3 pints down the pub and, well, I used to have 3 or 4 pints of Foster's. That was my limit. I think I got to 5 at one point before I was actually spewing outside. But when we get older and we've been drinking for 10 years, it just seems that we just need more and more alcohol and the consumption always goes up, and that's never a good thing. And you actually lose a bit of fun for it as well. Like, you're just drinking more and more to try and get to the same level you were before, and it just seems that it's never enough. The same goes when you're taking drugs. If you go out drinking and you start taking cocaine, you have 1 line of cocaine, it seems really fun, and before you know it, you're in 2, 3 a.m. in the middle of the night and you're chasing more and it's just never enough. If you're consuming more and more, you're just basically putting more and more poison in your body. And, you know, if you look 20 years ahead of now and your consumption's slowly going up, what's that going to do to you and your body? Number 5, alcohol is slowing you down. It's slowing you down towards your goals. And don't you dare tell me that alcohol isn't slowing you down, because it slows everybody down. And if you say it doesn't, you're lying, or I want to meet you in person and maybe do an interview with you. Alcohol is slowing down your progress in life. For me, this was certainly the case. Got to 30 years of age and I was looking back on my life thinking, what's happened? Where's my Ferrari? Where's all the savings I've got on my bank that I don't have? It was slowing me down. Every single weekend, I was going out. I'd do well throughout the week. I'd go to the gym. I would do well in work. And then I would go out on the weekend. And then I would sabotage everything. And it would take me till next Wednesday to start feeling good again and gain momentum in life. If alcohol is slowing you down, you're waking up hungover on the weekends, you're not doing things you said you would do the night before because you're hungover, or you've decided to go out drinking, then it's holding you back. If alcohol is holding you back, ask yourself this question: is it really worth me drinking? Or should I just stop drinking and be able to get the life that I actually want, that I don't want to escape from? Number 6, your health is starting to take a hit because of drinking alcohol. Now, luckily for me, 30 years of age, I was probably just in time to stop drinking and doing cocaine before I caused serious damage to my body. Who knows? Inside, I may have caused damage already. I hope not. As I've got older, I have seen people I know get really sick. A lot of people are dying, which is unfortunate. And they're people who have drunk alcohol since they were 18, 15. They've done cocaine, they've smoked. If you're noticing that you're looking in the mirror and you're putting on weight, or your face is all red and puffy, your eyes are bloodshot, or you're getting pain throughout your body, throughout your joints, then that is a good sign that alcohol is damaging your body, and it is pretty much irreversible. If you're in your mid-30s, which most people in this channel are, and some are in their mid-40s, you have to really ask yourself this question: is drinking this liquid poison for 2 hours, 3 hours of fun on a Friday and Saturday night really worth damaging your body? Because you might get away with it now, but think about it when you're 60, you're going to be really bad. Number 7, drinking affects your mood in a negative way. Now, this can be when you drink, you might get aggressive, or you might start to feel really down. For me, I've spoken about this in the past. When I was younger, I got into loads of fights from drinking alcohol, brought out this aggressive side of me. The fights were not always my fault. People would try and pick on me, and then I would win the fights. I actually went to prison twice. I am going to do a video on this, but very early in my life, went to prison twice from getting into fights on nights out, in nightclubs and outside pubs. Very, very stupid. Had I not drunk, probably would have made life a lot easier for me. I mean, there's probably a lot of countries that I can't go to. There's certainly been jobs in the past that I couldn't get because I had a criminal record. Even though it is violence, you know, fighting when we go out as men, like, we do get in fights. It's quite ridiculous how it can, like, ruin your life. But yeah, this can come in 2 ways. So if you're drinking and it's having an effect on you, that's not good. But if you're not drinking, and because you're not drinking it's making you angry because you want to drink, then that is a sure indicator that you probably need to look in the mirror, reevaluate, and ask yourself, is drinking benefiting me? And last up, if you suspect that you have a problem with alcohol, then that is a sure indicator that you've probably got a problem with alcohol. And given you've probably searched how to quit alcohol, or the YouTube algorithm has actually shown you this video, then that's a very good indicator that you should probably stop. Now, don't panic. It is not that hard to stop. from someone who drank and took drugs for like over 15 years, from the age of like 16 to 30, about 14 years. It is possible, and it just takes the right mindset. Stopping alcohol is pretty easy. The real fun starts when you've stopped alcohol, because that's when your world changes. That's when you have to face all the problems in your life. You have to find new routines, new friends, and that is where you need support. So, if you haven't followed this channel already, please give me a follow. If you would like to reach out to me, you can do a free one-to-one call with me. I would love to know your problems, because it helps me make more content as well. And thanks for watching. And also, I've left the short-term benefits of quitting alcohol in the description, and my 22 video course on how to quit alcohol. I'll see you in the next one.